So, what are the new intellectual instruments you're talking about?
Okay, well, I recall Professor Marvin Minsky from MIT, who was a brain researcher and modeling, and later on went into AI, and he used to say that he was better able to function in one particular, let's say in a sport like basketball, if he would imagine that he was not playing basketball at all, but rather he was scratching the chin of an emu or of a giraffe. That he would be doing another action. That the neuronic response to one thing will be different if you imagine, almost like whatever it is, what you see, the reality which is beholden to you is not the way that one should necessarily best behave. But if one would behave in another way, it would be better. And that's really what language does. And grammar. It refines oneself. When we want to behave in one way, we get angry in a situation. And we're told we can't, we can't kill, or we can't maim, or we can't, or there are repercussions for doing so. Or if we want to, we are told that we want to go and talk badly about somebody, and we're told we can't slander and we can't defame. These are laws, or we can't do so without evidence or without a reason, or not in the proper way. So these are all devices. Anyway, I marvel at that, and the function of these tools like law and like prayer and like rhetoric and poetry and literature and all of their sub-themes all play on all play on this. So and they take our neuronic behavior and then they craft it towards perceived targets, what is perceived to be right. In any case, so let me go on to some other instruments. Hypotheses. To make a statement and then to question. Theories. To have ideas. And then to test the ideas. To imagine. And then to go through a series of tests to see if you're right or wrong. I mean, these are forms of logic which took a lot of trial and error to bring about. The idea of lessons, that you can actually have lessons. And the idea of logic and mathematics and symbols and interpretation, that one thing can have many interpretations. We now talk about this as either obvious or not obvious, but these are things that have been told time and time again from our past, that things have different interpretation. What I find interesting is that this is what is being done today in modern physics and in modern science. Physics is saying not only are things to be interpreted, but the universe has infinite possibilities and dimensions, and that things are very fluid, and actually the future It's so crazy now what the scientists are saying. What not only religionists were saying, but literary people were saying, and it's embedded in the stories of the past. But people saw it as of an age of a naive or an age gone by, and didn't see that in it was it was not pregnant with thumping with significance, and it still has. But it's for another session.